What happened to the channel? That's probably what you're wondering. Well, I'm going to tell you all about it on the other side of this.
If you're an indie creator looking...
Not that, this.
You need a dose of this.
Woo, I got a little nervous. Now, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me tonight. Now, if this is your first time here, thank you for joining me. If this is not your first time here, thank you for coming back. Now, I know that I've been away for a little while, but I've been working on some stuff. I'm actually, for those who don't know, I'm the writer and creator of The Adventures of Wonder Duck and Russ 5377. And in the next few months, actually, I'm thinking by next year, I will have a brand new book entitled The Shameless Plug. Sometimes to fit in, you have to be yourself. So stay tuned for that. Now, this is the first time that I'm flying solo on one of these streams. Usually I have somebody who's behind the keyboard doing their thing, aka Mr. Sam Vera, or, I've done things with, Ace Imagination. Big shout out to Hades and them over there. Crystal, what's going on? Let me show that real quick. There you are. Oh, look at me getting the hang of it. What up, Crystal? Oh man, it's been a minute. Anyway, so you've probably seen me with them. I've done shows with Laurie Calcaterra, and I'll tell you a little bit more about her as the show continues. But yeah, so I've been, usually, just the co-host. Right now, I am the only guy you're going to be seeing for the next 30 minutes or so. I wanted just to come back on and just talk to you guys a little bit about what I've been doing and why some of the shows that I had on the channel haven't been coming up as frequently as they used to. Now, you guys are probably used to, seeing this on the channel. I'll show you. Yeah, we did about 25 of those. And I wanted to give a shout out to everybody who was in that little promo, all the writers who came by. We spoke, we chatted, we talked about their properties, their intellectual properties. We did all of that, and it was a blast. I had a blast doing it. I will say this, I will continue to do it. I do have to send a sincere apology for 10 writers who I never got a chance to put these things out. And I'm going to name them here. I want you guys to look them up. I want you to, and as a matter of fact, after the show, I'm going to add up some of their links in the show notes, so you guys will be able to check some of their stuff out. But big shout out to Sean Daly, who did a recording with me, Frank Kralicki, Tom Holz, Ted Davies, Gary Camp, Mark Torres, Keith Gleason, Johnny C., Lewis Cruz, C. Michael Lanning. All those creators, all those storytellers, writers, artists, all those very talented individuals recorded with me. And due to my schedule and all of these things, a lot of things have been happening. I wasn't able to put them out when I wanted to put them out. But they are recorded, they are there, and they will see the light of day in a season 2, which I am planning on debuting in October. So in October, I will have new episodes of The Art of Comic Writing. So The Art of Comic Writing is coming back to the show. We will be there, and you will be able to see them there. Krista says, the memories, yes, indeed. The writing assignments, yes, indeed. There was a bunch of that going on. It was fun. It was a good time. So we are going to bring it back. Okay, we're going to bring it back. Now, I did say, and I did mention that I was doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I've been doing a lot of work. I've concentrated a lot on my writing, producing, lettering. I've been doing a lot of lettering for different indie creators of that sort. And I will have some of that stuff to show you guys in the upcoming shows, because I will answer the question, what happened to the channel? This is part of it. What will be going on the channel is what I want to talk to you guys at the end. So stay tuned for the end. I have some announcements about what will be happening and what this channel will ultimately look like. But thank you everyone who has joined me so far. I see you guys are watching. I didn't really advertise this too much. Again, I'm a newbie when it comes to the streaming thing. I know I probably should have put this up on Instagram. I did not. I don't know how to link it to the Instagram. I will learn it. And I will put it there. But tonight, it's just on YouTube right now. And but it's, again, I'm just letting you guys know what's going on with the channel here. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. Give this show a like. Share it. If you haven't done so yet, share it. Let people know that it's out there for everybody to enjoy, for everybody to watch. I will continue, like I said, the art of comic writing. If you just joined me, I will be doing that. If you're watching another replay, yes, that will continue to happen. But what's been happening? Okay, what has been happening? What have I been doing? Okay, lettering. I've been doing a lot of lettering for other independent creators, for other small publishers, creator-owned projects. And I am extremely grateful for everybody who has allowed me to, kind of step into their world and give a voice to their pages as the letterer of the book. And I will have a list of those. I just want to run this by the people that I've worked with to make sure that it's okay to maybe show some of those pages. So I will be doing that in the next few shows. Then again, this one is going to be a short one. I'm thinking maybe 30 minutes or so. There's a game at 9 o'clock, Jets fan, Jets, Niners. I got to catch that. I got to go get my heart broken in about an hour. So that's just the pessimist Jets fan in me. Anyway, so I've been working with different people. I want to give a big shout out because, they are sponsoring the show tonight, and that is the NE1 World. So check this out, and I'll be right back, all right?
If you're an indie creator looking for a home for your comic book, graphic novel, short story collection, or novel, then you've come to the right place. NE1 World is a full-service publisher and distributor which can take your creator-owned project and showcase it to the world. We offer two primary distribution channels: digital distribution, where we'll sell your book in our digital bookstore; digital and print distribution, where we'll sell your book in our digital bookstore and distribute through physical bookstores across the UK, USA, and Canada. In addition to distribution, NE1 World can also work with you to publish your book. We'll publish your book digitally, helping you source artists, edit, format, and publish your book in digital format. Digital and print. We'll publish your book digitally and produce and distribute print copies of your work. Digital, print, and merch. We'll publish digital and print copies of your book and then work with you to design or distribute products and add-ons such as t-shirts, posters, and more. On top of all of this, we can offer additional paid services where required, specifically cover design, editing, and formatting. Unlike many traditional publishers, NE1 World gives indie creators maximum control and flexibility over publishing and distribution. So if you're looking to partner with us to distribute existing books or publish something new, read carefully through the information below and fill out a submission form.
Yes, the NE1 World. That is part of what I've been working on as far as like what I'm doing with other independent artists. Now, the NE1 World is a place where I have several of my books, including this book here, Rust 5377, issue number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 digitally. I do have it there. So if you guys want to pick up a copy, pick it up there. I also have had the opportunity to be published by the NE1 World, physical copies of the book, including, well, specifically, Rust 5377, the 25th anniversary edition. Look at this bad boy. It's a thick-ass book. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It's thick. It's in full color. They've done an amazing job, producing this book for me. It was a thrill to work with Hades and the team. Big shout out to LA Cunningham and everybody out there. So this book is available on their website. Their website is going to be actually it is already in the show notes. So check that out. Pick it up there. You can always hit my website also to do that. And of course, I also have digital copies of The Adventures of Wonder Duck. So the entire book is on the NE1 World. You guys can pick that up. Also, I'm working with Hades, who is the founder of the company. He has a book, and part of the company it's funny. So it's broken up into two things. Okay, ASAP Imagination. ASAP Imagination is the publishing company. ASAP Imagination is also the parent company of the NE1 World. But within ASAP Imagination, there is our world. So there's NE1 World, and then there's our world. Our world is almost their own universe. And within that universe, there are different stories. There's Sister Grimm by L.A. Cunningham, Upsec by Nem, or David Howard, you guys may know him as. There's also a book called The Dead of Night. And there's the book called Messiah. There's a few books, okay? Points of Villainy, Points of Virtue. I don't want to leave those out. Check out the website. It's also going to be in the show notes. But the book that I'm working on is Dead of Night. Now, Dead of Night is dope, man. It's actually it's a book that centers around an event that happened within the universe of our world. Okay, it's this event that basically is how do I explain this? The boundaries between reality and the dream world and the nightmare world are blurred by this event. And so the nightmares that we may have come into the real world, causing real damage and real harm to our world. In this world, or our world, are where the heroes, like for example, Dead of Night used to live. Robert Ward, that's his name. He was a knight. He was a knight in shining armor. He was a good person. But after the event, something in him changed. Something happened. Drastic changes happened to this man. And it turned him into a vigilante. And so that's kind of where his story picks up. So Dead of Night, issue 1 is out right now. I wrote issue 2. I'm penning issue 3 and 4. We're going to put that into a graphic novel, and we're going to put it out for everybody to read. So if you haven't done so yet, if you don't know who this is, if you don't know what that is, go to asapimagination.com, NE1world.com. Pick up Dead of Night issue 1. Pick up Dead of Night issue 2. That's the one that I wrote. And just last week, I had a conversation with Hades about what we're going to be doing with the book, where we're going to be taking the book, where it's going. So check it out in the next few months. I will be writing issue number 3. It's going to be written pretty soon. It's going to be going out to our artist, and we are going to be rocking. We're going to be rocking. So make sure you check that out. And again, thank you everyone who is joining me tonight. Like I said before, I didn't really advertise this. It kind of just came up. I was like on a whim, I'm going to do this. Stay tuned, because I will tell you what the future of the channel holds. And I do want to share that with you. So stay tuned for that. If you are on here, give it a like, share it, subscribe if you haven't done so yet. But thank you everyone again for joining me. Now, you probably, I mentioned that I normally don't do this by myself. Usually I have a co-host. I have somebody that's running this show with me, that's doing, all the little things, like, for example, banners and things like that, like this little ticker thing at the bottom. You see that little ticker thing at the bottom? Yeah, people are doing that. I didn't know about that. So people are doing it, and usually it's not me. But here I am, controlling everything I'm doing. The person who usually does that, and I do a show with him, and that's coming on tomorrow night, actually. We're going to be live tomorrow night. It's Catch the Craze. Now, Catch the Craze has been around. It's a podcast, and it's been around since '05. I'm talking about this podcast has been around since before podcasting was a thing. It was one of the first of its kind as far as like for indies. It showcased indies, and it's still, till this day, we're still showcasing indies. Now, we took a long hiatus from '05. I think we stopped doing the show maybe in '07, and then finally brought it back in 2019. Some, like, the dates are blurred because I'm old. But we brought it back, and it's back, and we're back every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are there talking about the do's and don'ts in a section of the show called Get Your Medz. Get Your Medz, inspired by the hat there, inspired by what I'm doing here. But it's the do's and don'ts. It's the things that we've done in the industry that didn't really work out, and they're cautionary tales. We discussed that. We also discussed, what's going on in indie comics. We discuss what's going on in small press, things like that. It's always a fun topic. That's the first half of the show. And then the second half of the show usually is dedicated to a guest, somebody who comes in and talks about their journey as a creator and producing creator-owned content, things that aren't mainstream. So we have conversations with them. We talk about what they're doing, and just to shine a spotlight on them, similar to what I've been doing with my writing channel, and similar to what's going to be happening here. Spoiler alert. But stay tuned. We're going to be talking about that. So yes, so make sure you check that out. Catch the Craze every Tuesday night. We go live 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do have a guest tomorrow. We have a topic. I won't spoil that for you. You're going to have to check it out. The other reason to check it out is because, see this guy right here? So this, if you see down here, it says, where is it? It says, I'm covering it. Part 1, over here. Part one. So part 2 is coming out. Now, I will have a release date for part 2 on tomorrow's show. So tune in for that. What I'm also going to be doing tomorrow is I'm going to be debuting the cover for the second book. Now, this is the cover. If you follow me on Instagram, go to get_your_medz. Today, I posted this cover, actually the pencils for this cover and what it looked like, and when it was colored and all that other stuff. It's good stuff there. So check that out. So tomorrow, make sure you tune in, because we are going to be talking about that. Now, in order for me to keep this straight, I do have some talking points that I wrote down, so that I'm not just blabbering. So all this stuff so far, what did I hit you with, right? Art of comic writing, coming back, right? It's definitely coming back. I'm working on a book called Dead of Night. Issues 2 through 4 are being penned by me. And issue 1 is already out. The first 2 issues are already out. So go to NE1World.com or ASAPimagination.com. The links will be in the show note, and check those out. Catch the Craze tomorrow. Make sure you tune in 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going live, and I will be talking about when the next Wonder Duck will be released, release date, actual release date. Plus, I am going to be debuting the cover of the book. Now, talking about covers. So the next person I want to talk to, and I want to show you some of his artwork. His name is Joe Holley. Now, Joe Holley and I met years ago at the New York Comic Con. He actually was walking the floor and actually heard about us because my friend Jonathan Syfax, and big shout out to Mr. Jonathan Syfax, because he's a very good friend of mine. We are actually also working on a book together called The Street Journal. More on that to come in the next few months. But yes, Mr. Syfax put together on Facebook an events page, and he invited a bunch of creators to come on and check us out at the New York Comic Con. And Mr. Holley showed up. Joe showed up at the con, and that's where we met him. Now, he is an incredibly talented artist. Let me share with you his, let me stop this real quick. Let me share with you his Instagram page. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Look at it. Look at me. Oh, look at me. Showing off. All right. Now, I cannot see anything at this point. So I'm going to fly solo here. So this is his artwork. He's got a look at my book. This is the cover that he did for Wonder Duck, and I will show you more a little bit about that in a few minutes. But check out some of the artwork that he's got. He's got a very distinct style. He's an incredible artist. That's Carrie sketch cards. He does some incredible sketch cards. Look, Jack Skellington. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, check that out. There is Ghostface from Scream. If those are familiar, look at that. Look at that sketch cover. He does sketch covers, so check that out. That is incredible. There you have Reagan McNeil, The Exorcist. Okay. Yeah. Billy Saw. Look at all those sketch cards. Look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing, man. Yeah, he's an incredible artist. And so we become very good friends. Now, what's happening with Joe is we are going to be, well, he collaborated with me. So a couple of years ago, I had a Kickstarter, and he was gracious enough to do a cover for me, which is what you guys saw. And but this weekend, I'm going to see him, because what's going to happen is this. All right. And I don't know, I was debating which way to do this, but I'm going to do it like this. So I will be at next up. Let's do next up. Next up. So next up, I will be here. Next up for Get Your Medz, I will be at this show. Fat Cat Comics presents the Bazinga Comic and Toy Show. This is free admission. It's Sunday afternoon, September 15th from 11 to 4 p.m. It's going down at Johnson City Senior Center, 30 Brockton Street in Johnson City, New York. So I will be there. Now, I don't have a table. I'm not going to be vending at this show. What will be happening at this show is my buddy Joe Holley will be vending at this show. So you definitely want to stop by. He's going to have his trading cards. He's going to have some sketch covers for you guys to check out. So I'm going to go up there. I'm going to take the drive, because what's going to happen is he's got a few of those Wonder Duck covers that he did for me. Okay, let me stop doing this. Yes, he's got a few of those. And so what's going to happen is he has agreed to sign a couple of these bad boys. He's decided to sign two of them. He's also going to remark those. Now, for those who don't know what a remark is on a comic, what a remark is basically when the artist who did the cover draws an additional sketch on the cover. It could be an outline of what he already drew on the cover, or it could be like something else on the cover that he does aside from what's already there. That's a remark. And people pay a lot of money for remark, especially for the big time, artists in the business. Now, Joe Holley's going to be big time one day. So you are going to want to pick up this remark of the book. Now, this is the book that I'm talking about. It is this. Now, what's going to happen is, and I'll go into all of this. So Get Your Medz, The Adventures of Wonder Dog, homage cover, Todd McFarlane, pencils and inks by Joe Holley, colors by Victor Claudio, another friend of ours. I've known Victor for a very long time. I'll tell you more about Victor on another show. But we're going to raffle this cover. Now, again, this isn't the cover that he's remarked, because he hasn't done it yet. He's going to do it on the 15th. I will be recording him doing it, and I will be posting it here. So stay tuned for that. That's also going to be cool. But this is the cover that he's going to be signing and remarking. I am going to be raffling off this cover. Now, when am I going to be raffling off? What's going on? When is this happening? Boom. On to the next thing on the schedule here. Bam. Get Your Medz will be at Baltimore Comic Con. I will be at table D5. Table D5, September 20th through the 22nd. Now, tickets go on sale now. They're on sale already. Kids 10 and under get in for free with a paid adult admission. Baltimore Comic Con, table D5. It's September 20th through the 22nd. So make sure you get there, because I'm also going to have Rossback 377, Wonder Duck. I'll have that stuff. But at this show, at this particular show, Baltimore Comic Con, September 20th through the 22nd, I will be selling $1 raffles, okay, for a chance to win that cover, this cover. So go to this show, buy a raffle ticket to win this cover. So when will the raffle happen? The raffle is going to happen. The show is on the 22nd is the last day. On the 23rd, I am back in New York. And on the 23rd, I am live at 8 p.m. I'm debating 7 or 8. You guys tell me. What do you think? 7, 8? Yeah. So I am going to be raffling the thing. It's probably going to be at 8 o'clock. I'll be honest with you. It's probably going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be raffling that book. So you have a chance to win. I'll do it again. This book signed by Joe Holley, okay, at this show this weekend, to be raffled off at that show on the 20th, only for you to win it here. on the 23rd. There's a lot going on, so you're going to have to pay attention. You're going to have to watch the shows. You're going to have to follow me on social media to find out what's going on. Remember, I will be next up. I'm going to be here at the Fat Cat Comics Presents the Bazinga Comic and Toy Show, where Mr. Joe Holley will be the man responsible for these beautiful artwork. The man responsible for things like this and that and that and that and that. That guy, he will be at that show, and he's going to be signing this book for you to win. Okay, for you to win. Now, how do you win it? You have to enter the raffle that will be sold for $1 raffles at this show, Baltimore Comic Con, on September 20th through the 22nd, Baltimore Comic Con, table D5. Make sure you check me out there that weekend. I will be there all weekend. I will be selling, again, Ross 5377 and Wonder Duck books. Plus, I'm going to be raffling off this bad boy right here. So in order to find out who won the raffle, you're going to have to come back to this channel on the 23rd at 8 p.m. where I'm going to be raffling off that book. Got that? Okay. That's what's happening there. Whew. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on there. Now, before I close out the show, I said it was going to be a half hour. It's already been 26 minutes. And thank you for everyone who has stuck with me through this. But so the first thing I want to say is what's going to happen here. Okay, you guys saw the opening, you need a dose of this. Now, why? What the heck does that mean? You need a dose of this. Get Your Medz. What does that mean? Get Your Medz. Okay, Get Your Medz is a play on my last name. My last name is Medina. That is my last name. Medz is short for Medina. Meds are my comics. This is what I want you to get hooked to. These are the meds. These are the meds, okay? So Get Your Medz. That's where that comes from. You need a dose of this? Goes beyond the meds, okay? You need a dose of everything that is happening in the small press, indie comic book world, okay? You need that. You know why? Because a lot of the mainstream stuff is losing some of its steam amongst fans. The fan base is getting tired of some of the messaging maybe within these books, and a bunch of other things, which I won't talk about here because that's not what this is about. What this is about is promoting indie creators, promoting people who have an idea and have the wherewithal and also the guts, the balls to go in there and put this together, put money out of their pockets to pay artists to put these stories out and bring them to life. And that's what I want to showcase. And that's what's going to happen on You Need a Dose of This. I'm going to have creators come on the show. But what I want to do on this show is I want to do deep dives into their creations. I don't want to tell you about who they are and what they've done. We have plenty of shows like that. Catch the Craze is one of them. We talk about their journey. We talk about who they are. This, I want to focus on their work. I want to focus on their books, their creations. Why, who, how, where, the world building, the characters. I want to do what a lot of shows do for Star Wars shows, for Marvel movies, for all that stuff, where they deep dive and they have, they talk about possibilities and why they did this and why they did that. That's what I want to do here with our creator-owned projects. I think we need something like that. Now, as you say, George, but nobody knows who the heck these people are. Why are they even going to care? You're right. Why? Why are they going to care? Why should they care? Well, let's make them care. Let's start here. Bring your pitch as a creator. When you come on the show, make sure you are ready to pitch it. Make sure you know your pitch. Make sure you know your premise. Make sure we're going to be talking about insight, we're going to talk about plot, all kinds of things. We're just going to have a good time. But most of all, we want to promote and we want to focus on your story. So next week, that's when it's going to start. It's going to start next week on I believe it's the 16th. Let me check the calendar. Yep. On Monday, September 16th at 8 p.m., because that's when I'm going to go live, 8 p.m. on next Monday. come back here. And I am going to have a buddy of mine. I've been working with him for a little while, and you guys may know him. He has a publishing company called Philbo Publishing, and he is the creator writer of Tragedy, which is a very, very good book. He's got other books that he's starting to put out. He's also publishing other books. Night is one of them. Check out Night by Guido Martinez. Night is a very good book. So he's got a few things that he's got coming out. Withered is a book that he put out. Diary of Dread. And we're going to be talking about the whole world. We're going to talk about his whole world next week, but we're going to focus on one particular project that he has. And I'm going to share my screen once more because I want you guys to check this out. It's called Arcane Syndicate. Now, let me see. There it is. Let's see. Where am I? You didn't see me. Check that out. Let me get rid of some of the stuff here. Let's get rid of, hold on one second. There we go. That's annoying. All right, cool. So this is it right here. Classic monsters. Classic monsters come together under the guidance of a government defense program to combat arcane and supernatural threats to the world. What could possibly go wrong? See these characters in a new and exciting way as they deal with ghosts, vampires, gargoyles, undead, and so much more. Arcane Syndicate. That is going to be on Kickstarter, and it launches on September 14th. That is this Saturday coming up. So it launches this Saturday. If you haven't done so, the show notes has the link. Please check it out. Follow it so that you know when it launches. It's going to launch on the 14th, and we're going to be talking about it on the 16th. So make sure that you check it out. Pledge to the campaign. It's going to be worth it. He writes very good books. I actually have a little treat for you guys, and he said it was okay to do this. So I am going to share my screen with you guys once more. Let me just move some stuff around. Hold on a second. Let's get rid of this background. I'm going to give you a straight up just black background because I do want to share my screen, and I want to show you guys this right here. These are some of the pages from Arcane Syndicate. So let's share that. Let's go there. There you go. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Let me get rid of me again and give it the full. There you go. So these are some of the pages on the book. Now, I have had the pleasure and the privilege to letter these pages. I have 3 pages here for you guys to take a look at. I want you to look at that. Look at that bad boy right there. There's also this one here. Hold on, let's see. Where is it? Come on now. There you go. There's that page. Where is the other one? Ah, there it is. There's that other one. Look at that. Look at that feature. That's awesome. Check out that page right there. Look at Dracula, man. That looks dope. My man. Now, I'm a big fan of Frankenstein. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is one of my favorite books. So the fact that he did Frankie like this, well, Frankenstein's monster like this, is off the hook. He also has the mummy. He's got the werewolf in this picture. He's got the mummy. Let's see. And check that out, man. Nosferatu is also in the book. That's not him, but he's in the book. It's insane. Actually, it is. So check. I mean, it's beautiful. This is beautiful work. It's a beautiful looking book. So make sure you follow the page. Again, it's launching on the 14th. Okay, it's launching on the 14th. So make sure you please pledge to the campaign. Help him reach his goal. And yeah, so that's coming down the pike. So that's going to be next week. I'm going to have him on the show next week. Is going to be great. I have, again, tomorrow I will be on Catch the Craze. On Wednesday, I didn't even tell you guys about this. On Wednesday, I will be on the NE1 World channel, Ace of Imagination channel. I will be there live with Laurie Calcaterra. For those who don't know who Laurie Calcaterra is, she's an incredible writer. She is the creator of The Path of the Pale Rider. Check out the book. The links are in the show notes. I can't speak. It's getting late. The links are in the show notes. check her book out. Again, incredible writer. She's also part of the NE1 World. You can pick up her book at NE1World.com. Links are in the bio. I'm used to saying that. Links are in the show notes. So check that out. And I will be with her on 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be talking about the NE1 World. So for anybody who maybe is watching this and maybe is interested in, giving your books more exposure, check out that show, because we're going to deep dive into what the NE1 World is and what are some of the pros of being involved in the NE1 World are. So we're going to give you a list of the things that they do for you. Now, again, I always say this, and I'll say this again here, and I say this all the time. Those opportunities can only take you so far. It is up to you to really, really push your book, sell your book, promote your book. Nobody's going to do it better than you. You are going to do it. Nobody's going to sell, Wonder Duck better than me. Nobody's going to sell Russ 5377 better than me. That's why I'm here. This is why I'm doing this show. This is why I have a YouTube channel. This is why I'm on Instagram sharing the stuff. This is why I'm networking with other creators. Why I'm expanding my network to work with other creators. It's because nobody's going to do that better than you. So when a publisher or when somebody says to you, hey, I'll publish your book, or when somebody says I'll distribute your book, that's all they're going to do. They're going to publish and they're going to distribute. You have to let people know that your book is being published through so-and-so and distributed here. Whether that means talking to comic book shops or talking to individuals, that's what you have to do. And I think that that's what a lot of us small press guys and gals aren't doing enough of. And I get it. It's not easy. It's not in our comfort zone to do that. I understand that 110%, but we got to get comfortable being uncomfortable, because that's what this is. Nobody's going to know who you are, what you're doing, if you don't expose yourself to shows like this, which is why I'm inviting indie creators, small press publishers, anybody that wants to talk about their books and knows their book, is passionate about their book, is willing to let me in behind the curtain to talk to them about the book. So it's a one-on-one and we're discussing it and we're talking to like fans would about shows like The Acolyte or The Mandalorian or, any Marvel movie that's out, Deadpool and Wolverine. You see a lot of that happening, but you don't see enough of us promoting our own stuff, because I don't know why. But this is the show for that. And that's what's happening with the channel. That's what I'm doing here on Get Your Medz. That's what I'm going to be doing with this show, You Need a Dose of This. Now, like I said at the beginning, the art of comic writing is still going to remain on the channel. I'm still doing it. We're still doing that. That's still happening. I have a bunch of shows that I still have to put out, and those are coming out in season 2 of that, which will be in October. But this show right here is going to be my live show, and I'm going to go live on most Mondays. I'm not going to tell you it's every Monday. It is going to be most Mondays. It's going to be when I have a creator who wants to talk about their book, who is serious about talking about their book, who's going to deep dive with me, or when I'm doing a raffle like I'm doing on the 16th. So again, recap for everybody who just joined us. The channel is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Please share the videos, subscribe to the channel, help me grow it. And so the art of comic writing is coming back. It's coming back next season in October for season 2. I have plenty of videos that I still have to share with you guys. A big shout out to those creators and artists who I mentioned. I'll mention them again. Sean Daly, Frank Kralicki, Tom Hulse, Ted Davis, Gary Camp, Mark Torres, Keith Gleason, Johnny C., Louis Cruz, C. Michael Lanning. Big shout out to every single one of those creators, because they're incredible, incredible storytellers. And they will be making their appearance here on the show. So that's definitely happening tomorrow. I will be on Catch the Craze. I will be debuting the cover for the next installment of Wonder Duck. And I also have the release date for book 2 of Wonder Duck. So check that out. Big shout out to the NE1 World, where you can find my books. You're going to find digital copies of Russ 5377 issues 1 through 6. You're also going to find this bad boy. You can order it from their website. You can order it from my website. You can order it. I will have it at a Baltimore Comic Con, so check it out. I will be there with that. And you can also find Wonder Duck on the NE1 World website. So that's the NE1 World website. Also, I am writing a book for Hades, who is the founder, president, the main guy over at ASAP Imagination, and he has allowed me to write the next 3 issues of Dead of Night. So I'm very happy. I'm very proud to be doing that. We had a conversation about what's going to happen in that arc. It's freaking dope. I can't wait for you guys to read that. For now, you can pick up issues 1 and 2, which are available on their website at aceofimagination.com. So check that out. I will be on line on Wednesday at 11 a.m. with Laurie Calcaterra. We are going to be deep diving into the NE1 World and the pros of being part of that world and how they can help you promote your stuff. So check that out. And don't forget that next week I will be here on the channel live with my guest, Philip Russert. We're going to be talking to him about Arcane Syndicate, which is going to be live by the time we go live. So their Kickstarter is going to be live, I should say, the crowdfunding campaign. So make sure you check out the show notes because all those links are down there. I'm going to get out of here. I've talked enough. You're probably tired of hearing me. Thank you again for joining me tonight. You guys have been amazing. Red Sea Comics, thanks so much for the fire emojis. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. If you haven't done so yet, guys, please don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That's over on the right-hand corner down at the bottom there on YouTube, so you know when I'm going live, because I don't do such a good job. I gave you this whole thing about we got to promote, but I didn't do a good job at promoting that I was going to be live tonight, and therefore a lot of people probably missed it. But if you're watching it on the replay, make sure that you join me next week, because Monday night at 8 p.m. I will be live and I will be promoting this. I will be live with Philip Russert. We're going to be talking to him, deep diving into his book, Arcane Syndicate. You guys saw some of the pages. I'll show them to you again just because they're hot. Check that out. That's nice. Let me take this off. Hold on a second. Bam, look at that. That's nice. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look at that. Yes. That's right. We're going to be talking about that next week. So make sure you tune in. Thank you again for joining me. I will have a cool phrase at the end of every show. I just haven't thought of one yet because this was the first time I ever did this. But again, thank you guys, and I will see you next week. Peace. Now I gotta find out how to do the sign out. I'll do it like this. Peace.
You need a dose of this.